son will be the husband from this boy we just can't stand here. I feel like he's fascinated by Zari.
Why is it your problem? And your man is almost 50 and he's running around sleeping with 20-year-olds, making them pregnant. But you want to talk about my husband?
Where's the baby?
Your husband has kids all over Africa.
Where's the
and
baby?
beyond.
Wait, where's the baby?
I know you're leaving your business unattended, looking at other people's houses.
You don't like it when people tell you the truth.
Hi, in this video I'm talking about Young, Famous and African season 3, which you can watch on Netflix. Basically about, some of Africa's biggest stars, together on a reality show, the ups and downs, friendships, love, like what they get up to essentially. So this series is packed with so much drama, a lot of drama, honestly. Okay, for one, it opens up with Zari's wedding. So Zari gets married to this guy Shakib, and she invites everybody, like all the other cast on the show. So she invites Annie, she invites Nadia, invites her ex Diamond. She also invites Swanky. She invites Fantana, surprisingly. She invites Luis. She invites Naked DJ and his girlfriend Curly. So it was, of course, a very beautiful moment for Zari. She looks really elegant. The ceremony looks very intimate and very nice. So at the wedding, Annie Idibia started. So she had one thing or the other to say. The fact that Zari is getting married to somebody young, like a young guy. So she was very vocal about that. It's like she didn't hide it and she kept repeating it. Also made the comment about how the wedding venue looks like the same place she did her vow renewals in the previous season. And she was just like going off on the wedding. She had something to say about it. That not being she now decided that the wedding ceremony was the perfect time for her to confront Nadia about what happened in the previous season, which was like a year ago. So she was calling Nadia a witch and her not sticking up for her, picking sides in the whole Swanky and Annie drama. And it was like very, very uncomfortable because like this is a wedding setting and it is a very intimate wedding. So people are literally so close to each other. Like that is not the perfect time for that conversation. And Nadia did not want to go off. She didn't want to like respond because she knew that was not the time and the place for it. But that being said, the reception happened. Annie decides to give a speech at Zari's wedding. We all know they are not friends. So the speech was just a bit weird and uncomfortable, coupled with what she had said, during the wedding ceremony. So I'm like, make it make sense. You don't need to give a speech. You don't need to stand up. But she did that, and Tari was like, okay, okay. Then we get to see Swanky's guest, Swanky's plus one, who is a stunning goddess. Her name is Ifiwe. She came and it was like, okay, who is this gorgeous lady walking in, in all her glory? But that's like the way. So like, I'm trying to not miss anything. So I would more or less let's talk about like each person and try and unpack the baggage that they brought this season. So now with Annie, now we really don't know what is going on in that space because in the previous season, her and Swanky were like brother sister till they had their falling out, and in getting into this season, the impression we got was like okay, they had squashed their beef, they had apologized, there should be moving past it, but that was not the energy Annie was coming with because she did not move past it. She was still in that Swanky hurts me, he should show me the voice note, he should do this, he should do that. Even as getting as far as having a lunch date, trying to get to know Fantana, who is Swanky's friend. According to Annie, she wants to get to know this babe one on one, like let them know themselves. And on Fantana getting to meet Annie, all Annie could talk about was the Swanky betrayal, how she should be careful of Swanky, that she has known Swanky the longest, that people in Lagos want to beat Swanky. Like she was just going off and going off, brought up the whole Nadia thing, talking about that one, talking about that one. And like, for me, it was just becoming too much and it was just very uncomfortable because I guess the idea of her and Fantana hanging out was for them to get to know themselves, not a meet up to bash Swanky. Then also with Annie, this season was like Annie needs to step up her fashion game. Like she needs to look good, dress good. Like she has the money, so like show up and show out. Like, look at every other person when it came to events, like them hanging out, you see everybody looking good. Like, sometimes the outfits are just not giving, or it's her makeup, or it's her hair, or something is just looking off about her. And I'm like, this baby is not repping us well, like as a Niger babe represent. But that one, sha, by the way. Then we also get to see Zari and her new boo. So yes, she got married to this guy. They seem to be so in love with each other. I feel her husband, Shakib, yes, Shakib is a bit insecure about her relationship with Diamond, because of course Diamond is always going to be in her life, him being the father of her kids. But them being a bit touchy feeling, and the whole comment about Diamond saying Zari says she wants to carry another baby from him and all of that was just making him uncomfortable. But I'm like, okay, before you got married to this chick, I'm sure you guys had conversations in regards to everything. It's not on the wedding day you're having second thoughts and you're talking to Naked DJ about what his 2 cents are in the whole Diamond and Zari relationship thing. And I didn't like the fact how Diamond kept like trying to play mind games with him. And like, really and truly, if your wife tells you something, believe her. You don't need to be going back to Diamond to try and confirm. Like, that did not look good, honestly. I think him doing that also made Diamond feel very, very excited, feel very happy, boosted his ego, because you could show Shakib was uncomfortable. And there was a part you could tell Zari was frustrated, because she was like, you have the prize, I am the prize. Just let everything else go. Just forget about Diamond, what he's saying, what the blogs are saying. Like, you have me. That should be enough. Like, believe what I tell you. I'm the one that is married to you. I'm with you now. So yeah, so that's on that end, they're good. They just need to nip that in the bud, and Shakib needs to move past that, or else they will just keep having trouble. They'll just keep having back and forth in regards to the whole Diamond situation. So they should have an understanding. I think him also meeting Diamond was really, really needed, because they needed to get to know themselves. Let it not be like any awkward tension, because this guy would be the one, raising Diamond's kids. But yes, so that aside, we have Diamond, Diamond, Diamond. Diamond, who thinks he is the diamond of Africa. Like, he thinks all the ladies want him, all the ladies love him, all the ladies can't get enough of him. And Fatana is just not even helping it. Because I'm like, this babe, you're a baddie. Why are you letting this guy mess around with you? Okay, yeah, so we know in previous episode, Diamond was telling her sweet nothings and she was, buying it. Now in this season, rather, we get to find out that Fantana is still, with Diamond. So this whole thing of, are they dating, are they not dating, her finding out that he has a whole girlfriend in wherever he has her, and him coming to tell her, like that whole thing was just annoying me. So I'm like, at this point, I'm still trying to understand, is Fantana serious, or she's just also playing along? She's just having fun with Diamond. Because 1 minute you think this girl is falling head over heels for Diamond, the next minute you think this girl is, you know, messing around with Diamond. So like, she should let us know what exactly is going on in her head, like with this Diamond situation. Because that whole thing was annoying. Like, I could really feel when Nadia was pissed off, because Fantana had this pregnancy scare where she thought she was pregnant. And the way she kept dragging this thing, I'm like, just do the test. Let all of us just know that you are pregnant or you are not pregnant. And that whole thing was just crazy, because she told Nadia told Kanye called Swanky was pissed. You see the reaction on everybody's face. Like, nobody wanted her to be one of Diamond's baby mamas. Like, nobody wished that for her. The whole thing about Diamond being elated, like, oh, he would have a new baby on the way, another Diamond, like, that whole thing was just like, hey. Because for me, I think Diamond is going to use that to basically have her on chokehold, have her locked with him. And she did the test and she found out she wasn't pregnant, and she was just happy, and Diamond was sad, of course. So it was just really funny to see that scene. So Fantana should let us know what is going on there. Are you people dating? Are you people boyfriend, girlfriend? Are you people just messing around? Or you're just fuck buddies? Or what exactly is it? Because I'm like, Nadia, like, I don't know what is going on in Fantana's head. Because when Nadia went off on her, I was like, she needed that. And also, was Diamond being Diamond, when he sees a new girl, he sees like a new toy, something new to play with. He's just, happy and excited around somebody new. So we have the new girl, Swanky invited to Zari's wedding. She's now like the new girl in the group. So Diamond has been hearing about her, and he was like he's excited to meet her. So at his own event, the one he organized at his house, he got to meet her. And later on, he invited her for a lunch date. And Kifiwe, being like a smart chick, she clocked on what this guy was trying to do. He was trying to hang out on the wall like a trophy, like of all the women he's conquered, and she was not about that. Like, she invited Fantana to the lunch date, and it was just crazy. Like, I loved that setup. Like, Diamond was caught red-handed. Like, he had nothing to say. He was just flabbergasted. He was in shock because he couldn't lie. Like, what is going on here? What are you doing? That scene was just so interesting to watch. Like, I loved how those two ladies were just looking at Diamond like, okay, so who is Fantana to you? Tell Fantana what you just told me. And he just kept blabbing and babbling. But yeah, I think he really needed that. So the whole Diamond thing, like anytime I see that guy, I'm just laughing because I'm like, people are really like tripping over for this guy. Like Zari was with this guy, but I guess to each their own. Actually, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. With that aside, we get to see Ini. Yes, she comes over, and I was so happy to see her. Like, she came looking gorgeous. Like, all her outfits kill beat, like melanin popping, makeup on fleek, hair on fleek, body on fleek. Like, she looked so good. Like, I was so happy. I was like, finally, somebody to represent Niger babes well. Like, she looked really, really, really stunning, and I was so happy. Like, fresh energy, like new vibe. She was a very chill person. Like, it was very interesting seeing her in this reality show because I think this is the first time she's doing something like this. She's very private. She's not in the blogs. We don't hear her like that much information about herself. So it was very interesting to see her come on this show. And she did not disappoint. This babe was classy, she was cute, she kept it respectful, she kept it mindful. If you come for me, if you disrespect me, I'll come for you. So her being Swanky's friend, we also get to find out that herself and Annie are from the same village, actually. So she sees Annie like more like a sister. So when she got into town and she noticed Annie wasn't there, she called her and was like, "Oh, what's up?" and everything. So just trying to check in on her and see what was going on. Any meeting the ladies and the rest of the group was actually very, very calm. Like, the reception she got was really, really warm. And we get to know a little bit more about her. She gets talking about her surrogacy because Louis has been on this surrogacy P for a long time now. And it was like once he saw that okay, she had gone through it, light bulb just went off in his head, and he was just anything surrogacy, he would just call her, he would just start asking her questions, and she was like, that's not what she's here for. She's not Wikipedia for surrogacy. But yeah, she was very welcoming, she was accepting. So she organized her own little tea party to get to know the ladies better. And she did that. Like, everybody was cool with her. And the major drama she had was, of course, with Louis, who called her up alongside Shakib to come help him vet the girls who are coming to audition to carry his child, basically. So it was very understandable where she was coming from. And even when Louis was saying the whole thing to Shakib, it didn't really add up. So it's like, are they coming to sit down and watch you talk to girls, or are they trying to, like, what exactly was the plan? Because that thing felt a bit off. Like, it wasn't normal. It's not something we're used to, and even the idea of it was just very uncomfortable. And I get why Ini reacted the way she did. And when she also got talking about her own process and everything, she was like, okay, this makes sense. But for Louis to make the comment about okay, she can leave, and like he has people coming, like, it was very disrespectful. And I love the way she answered him. Besides that whole drama, she was cool. Louis got to apologize, like he really apologized from his heart, and she accepted, which was very nice to see. Then on the other end, where Ini lashed out at Annie because she was just trying to look out for her, but Annie did not see it that way. So they had a little back and forth on that end, which was fun to see. Ini brought elegance and grace and just her black girl magic to the show. Then with Nadia, because of Nadia's loss, she is putting up a very brave face. She's out, she's showing up for things, she's out with people, but at home, she's dealing with it. She's like going through a lot. There was a particular episode where she broke down. Fantana was there, and Kani surprised her because Kani was not on this season. She just came in to check up on her friends, and Nadia really needed that visit, and she was just like, how is she doing, what's going on? And it was just very, very emotional to see how this baby is struggling, like her person was gone, like just taken away from her like that, and how she has to adjust to her new reality. Like it was just very, very sad to see how, she's dealing with it. Then with the Nadia and Annie drama, like Annie needs to calm down. Annie needs to take a chill pill. Because you and Nadia are not friends. I think that is where the issue is coming from. Annie feels Nadia owes her something, but Nadia owes her nothing. Nadia is more of a friend to Swanky than she is your friend. You guys are cool, you guys are cordial, but she doesn't owe you any loyalty. And I think that is where Annie was getting it mixed up. Do you understand? So she kept holding on to the fact that Nadia didn't call her, Nadia didn't check up on her, Nadia was just taking Swanky's side. And Swanky was the person that was opening up, talking to Nadia like they are friends. So you don't expect Nadia to come and be like, Annie just needs to calm down. She needs to calm down actually and not expect so much from people at this point. Like she shouldn't do that. Like the part where Nadia lashed out because she was tricked into coming to an event that was Annie's event. Because if she knew it was Annie's event, she would not have been there. So she lashed out because she was like, "Why am I being lied to be here when I don't want to be here?" And everybody always has this thing to say about Annie is going through something. Like yes, everybody is going through something, but that is not an excuse for you to, be mean, be harsh, bully and talk down at people. Like she's going through something, but you don't see how like a walking time bomb, like spray negativity all around. So that scene was very, very powerful to see. And I just feel like these two ladies need to have a conversation. But at this point, I don't think that would happen. I was just happy to see Nadia out and about, and I just liked how she was also there for her friends, especially Fantana, Swanky, and her people, Sha. And on the other end, we have Naked DJ and his girlfriend Kelly. So they are still on this back and forth of this their commitment thing. Everybody having a say in like, okay, what's really happening? Like, are you guys going to get married or not? Are people just doing boyfriend girlfriend thing? And it was of course something that Kelly and guy have been talking about, but not also talking about, because I think I really got to understand from Naked's perspective when he was talking to Kanye about it. So I think for him, he was just basically scared of failing again, because this would be his third marriage if he does get married to her. And with the first and the second one, like it wasn't easy to admit that things did not work out. But like it makes sense why he's dragging that long, but I feel that you just talk to each other, like let this person know what you're thinking, let this person understand where you're coming from. Because that was just what was going on. There was a lot of, okay, she's saying this to this person, he's saying that to that person. And at times, Naked DJ can just say nonsense things. Imagine saying, like, let her go now, she's not meant to be with me. But if somebody comes and takes her away from me, that means she's not meant to be with me. Or if she wants to move her, let her move her. Like, comments like that can really be very offensive, because you're meant to, like, be in love with this person, this is your person, like show a little bit of emotion, show a little bit of sadness. But they sorted their issues out and he proposed to her at the end of the season. So I don't know if the proposal was from the pressure that was coming from everybody. I don't know, Sha, but we're happy that they are going to get married. Yeah, so that's, they are good on that end. I think I've covered basically everybody's drama. Okay, yes, Louis. So with the whole thing of Louis being, separated, like excommunicated from his family and his community, and I don't know, it seems like a cult. Like, why do they take such extreme measures? Like, they are Christians. Are they not supposed to forgive and not be so judgmental? But I guess their traditions and their values or their way of life is different, where he's from. So, with the whole thing of not being able to see his family for over, is it 8 or 9 years? Like, how many years he has not been able to meet his immediate family because of what he did on the Big Brother show. But I guess that was one contributing factor to why he wanted to start his own family, why he was just hell bent on this whole surrogacy thing. And it was a bit, sad to see like this guy is dealing with this and he can't even reach out to his mom or his dad, and his mom being scared that she may pass without her son being there to see her. So like everybody has issues, everybody has one thing or the other they are dealing with, honestly. Because we also get to see that, oh, Annie miscarried in the previous season where she was expecting twins and she lost it, and she couldn't open up, like she didn't have anybody to talk to about it. And I really think Annie needs to see a therapist. Annie needs to talk to somebody. She needs to unpack, let go, and then heal. Because I think this whole lashing out is just not her, and you could tell it's coming from a place of pain. It's coming from a place of issues. Like she has a lot of issues, so she needs to sort that out so it doesn't affect the relationships she has around her. Because she's a very very sweet person. Then we get to see the drama between Kefiwe and Zari, because Zari, boss lady. So Zari, the boss lady, she's a very interesting character. She's an interesting personality, honestly. I feel if you don't know her, you mostly take offense to most of the things she says. She just talks anyhow. She says whatever comes to her head, sha. And Kefiwe doesn't know her, so she should not expect Kefiwe to understand her immediately. So with the whole safari thing where they were talking about, Kefiwe's separation. And I really thought these two ladies were heading somewhere, like, oh, Zari opened up about her, first marriage and how he was a narcissist. And, they were just connecting on that till Zari went left and was saying that blogs are saying that she staged her marriage for content. I'm like, Zari, why? Like, just hold yourself. So their own was just out of nowhere. I think there's just this misunderstanding, and I think them being very strong, independent women, they are ready to go. They don't want to sit and listen. So yeah, so their fight, I didn't really like the fact that Kafiwe wanted to throw, or she even threw wine at Zari. I didn't expect that from her. Then with the Zari and Annie drama, they sorted it out. They are cool. She apologized to Zari, which Zari of course accepted. But I feel, Annie told Naked DJ about her miscarriage. So I don't know why I feel he told Zari, because it was, I think, in the same episode or the episode after that, that Zari was a bit understanding and she was ready to like, let things go in regards to Annie, which was really nice to see. Then it was also interesting seeing that Zari was the one that was trying to mend this friendship between Swanky and Annie. It was very interesting to see that Zari was the one that could bring these two people together. They will shout and shout their shout, but they will still resolve their issues, because she knew that these two people were hurting, these two people missed each other, and they just needed to talk things out and let it go, which they did. So let's see how long that would last. So yeah, so like a lot went on in this season 3 of Young, Famous, and African. Like, go check it out. It's just 8 episodes, so it's quite short. You can watch it, see the whole craziness. Like, every episode comes with its own bass boost. Every episode comes with its own drama, like, and you get to see fresh new faces. You can watch Young, Famous, and African on Netflix. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Share your thoughts down in the comment section. Who did you think did the most this season? Who annoyed you the most this season? What do you think about this whole Fantana Diamond thing? If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Check out my other videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.